What's up, power users? Today we're going to talk about whether or not power users would benefit from the Galaxy S10 Plus. So let's get right into it. Now, what is a power user? It's somebody who demands the most from their technology, okay, from their gear. Somebody who, for whatever use case you probably have very specific needs. So when these new phones come out, it's very important to analyze, do I need these new features? Is it going to be something that helps me? Generally, yes, because we use our phones so much that you're going to always want the best performing phone. You know, bigger battery life, faster processor, better camera. The phone really is central to a lot of people's lives, and even saving a few minutes a day could really start to add up. Also, excuse me, that is my girlfriend snoring in the background. So, number one, it's a bigger phone, but are the features going to make up for it? So the S10 Plus has the 4,100 milliamp hour battery, and the S10 has a 3,400 milliamp hour battery. So huge difference, in my opinion, 700 milliamp hours. Now the Note 9 had 4,000 milliamp hours, just kind of put things in perspective. But based on those tests, which are more tried and true, 4,000 milliamp hours on the Note 9 would typically get you through a day and a half almost if you were you didn't use it that much, or if you were a super heavy user, it would at least get you from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., which is pretty much a full day of productivity. Next up, the front-facing camera on the S10 Plus has another hole there that's for a depth sensor. Now, you can watch other reviews to learn more about the face detect. I think with the bigger camera hole, it's definitely going to be a little more noticeable, but once you start it long enough, I'm sure it won't be that big of an issue. The depth sensor has been revealed to not actively take an image when using it for selfies, but when you're trying to blur the background, that'll come in handy. Next up, bigger display. So the 6.4 inch on the S10 Plus versus the 6.1. Definitely quite a bit of a difference, especially if you're going to be consuming a lot of content or reading. Bigger screen's always better. I learned that on my XS Max. I've always had these smaller iterations of phones, but since switching to the bigger phone, there's just no going back. I just use my phone so heavily that unless my workflow changes, I'm always going to prefer the bigger phone. It's just easier on the eyes. And lastly, one change that I don't see mentioned often enough is the vapor chamber cooling that's going to be included in the S10 Plus. This is a feature that was in the Note 9, and it was geared or marketed towards gamers. So according to an article I read, I don't remember which one, but apparently mobile gaming is kind of having its spotlight, and I believe that because of the release of games like Fortnite and what was the other one? PUBG. So yeah, basically the vapor chamber cooling is supposed to help in dissipating the heat better, more effectively, more efficiently, I should say, than their traditional cooling system, whatever that is. So now with all those features in mind, is it more expensive? Yes. So it's going to be about $100 to $150 more. I'm so sorry. My chair is really annoyingly loud right now. So yeah, it's going to be about $100 to $150 more either way you go. The 128 or what was it, 256 or 512? I don't even remember. But yeah, it's going to be more expensive. Now, would a power user benefit from the S10 Plus? The question we asked in the beginning of the video. The answer is yes. Is it the best value? I don't think so. Honestly, you should just get the Galaxy Note 9, which is a terrific phone, by the way. Plus, with the bigger screen, you can also get the stylus, which gives you another way to interact with that big screen. When I had my Note 8, it definitely helped to copy and paste text and so many other things. I could do a whole video on all the things I loved about the Note 8, and I probably will. But you should definitely look into it, because when the new Note comes out, you're going to be able to trade in that device, get a great value with it from the trade-in, and then enjoy the next Note, which to me makes more sense if you're going to want a bigger screen. So what is my choice? Which one would I go with? S10 or S10 Plus? I'm actually going to go with the S10. So I pre-ordered it a couple days ago. It should be coming in this week. I've been wanting another line for myself, and you know, I wanted another device to have with me to do phone-related content, and I am definitely excited to participate in this product cycle with the S10 going into the the Galaxy Fold, and then eventually the Note. But my personal choice was the S10 because my iPhone is my daily driver, and a lot of my social media apps and stuff, I really like the experience on iPhone. The purpose of me getting the S10 was more for, you know, seeing what's up with Samsung these days, and also because I plan to use the second line for business. I don't need another huge phone. It's mainly for taking calls and texts, and to be honest, I don't really like the camera on the Galaxy phones. So I don't need the extra depth sensor or whatever on the S10 Plus, and any benefit I would have gotten from the bigger screen I'm already getting on my iPhone. So that's my decision process. Like I said, I don't need those extra features. Everything's already handled on my big phone, my iPhone. And let me know what you guys think. Are you reaching for the S10 Plus? Would you get the S10? Let me know why in the comments below. Alright everyone, have a good night. I'm probably going to edit this video ASAP, hopefully get it out by tonight. And yeah, I never know how to end these.